GraphWorx viewer in runtime mode has several options. Single click on the object, the GraphWorx 64 runtime ribbon will appear. If I double click on the object, also a floating bar will appear. Settings are pretty much the same, so let's view them on a ribbon. First one is the possibility to add new pens and change some attributes of your chart. Then you can edit the time range. Now we're looking at 3 minutes, and we can also change other parameters such as sampling interval, animation speed, and when we're viewing historical pens, the read rate. We can also edit other parameters for my chart. We can enable or disable the usage of global axis, real-time cursors, to hide or show a legend, and show a summary. But we can also do that from here. So for example, if I click here, I can hide or show the legend just underneath my chart. I can decide to show or hide a side panel, which you will see it on the right hand side. I can decide to show or hide my axis within the chart. I can even swap them on a fly. Then I can decide to go for a zoom mode, and then I can just drag my cursor, open a window, and I'll be automatically zooming the way I want it. I can then enable a real-time cursor, which then I can move back and forth. And I can also enable a second cursor, which I can also move back and forth to understand and compare better two situations. But what I can also do is actually freeze the visualization mode. Once I freeze it, there is a time toolbar navigation which will appear just underneath it. Now if I click on it and hold my mouse click, and then I can drag this window, positioning me across a historical period just where I want it. Or I can also enable the zoom mode. I can go back and forth by single units. And if I like, I can also set a specific time, which can be a range, or which can be specific days of a calendar. Now let's go here and let's make a 15 minutes range. Let's click it on show. Now the system has recovered the historical data about this. Then here I can hit refresh. So the chart will refresh if I want to unfreeze it automatically. I can even display if at a certain point somebody decided to insert some operator comments. Now, given this historical range, I can decide to run reports and export data. I can give a name of my report, decide to show or not the viewer title, the computer name, the username which is executing this report, export the time interval, and also decide to include only actual value changes, yes or not. Now if I click on OK, then here we go. I will have my report, and here I'm showing all the different samples that are being used directly inside this chart. Same thing can be done also selecting Statistic Report. I'll give it a title. I'll decide to view the chart title, computer name, username, and the exported time interval. And on the same way, then I will have my statistics, where I have my samples, my average, minimum value, maximum value, and standard deviation. This is very convenient. Then I can decide to print this chart, and if I am very comfortable with this type of configuration, this number of pens, their shape and layout and so on, I can decide to save this configuration and then load it up later on.